Siraj just angling that into the right-hander. That's what you're going to be careful of as a right-hander. He did that to Animal, went past his outside edge and then trapped him in front of the one that seams in. Still attacking here, India, keeping those two slips in. And they've been buoyed by the way that the seam is bowled. Buoyed by the way that the seam is bowled, particularly in the middle overs in that first ODI.
Pace, he knows he's been getting the ball to beat the bat, especially to the left-hander. Here he comes and pitches that ball up, not trying to shake away the ball from the right-hander. Liton Das, it's absolutely straight. Playing the wrong line and beaten by pace too. Siraj gets his second wicket and the breakthrough for India as the captain. Liton Das departs for 7:39 for 2.
And the next batsman is Hassan.
Shakib Al Hassan, the new batter for Bangladesh. Looked good in the first match, 29 of 38 balls before he was... In the first match, 29 of 38 balls before he was... eventually out. Probably will be a bit disappointed he didn't go on and seal the deal for his side, but he did bowl brilliantly with that 5-wicket haul. Set up the win, that's for sure. Big job for him now, just to make sure that India won't get right on top here early. Bouncer first up. Dug in too short in the end by Siraj.
What a prolific player he has been, Shakib Al Hassan. One of the top all-rounders in world cricket. His numbers are outstanding. And especially when he plays in Bangladesh, he is a force to reckon with the bat, with the ball. Here again, he'll be required to play an anchor role for Bangladesh.
What a sight this is for a bowler. The expansive drive right into middle stump. A little bit of a loose shot from Liton Das, but he was done by the movement in. You can see there off the seam. Not the first time we've seen that from Siraj, and it won't be the last either. Important wicket that. Das, the in-form man, looks to the heavens.
It's been an impressive spell from Siraj. The reason he's been rewarded is the very fact that he's got the batter guessing as to which way the ball is moving. Yes, he's got pace to start bowling to Anamul Haq initially. He got the one to shape in after he was dropped that slip. And then to Liton Das as well, who's been standing on the other end, watching that ball leave the left-hander. Caught on crease, beaten by pace.
That's right out the screws. Race to the boundary, that has from Shakib. He's off the mark with a flowing drive.
3,000 runs in ODIs in Bangladesh. Shakib Al Hasan and brings it up with a cracking cover drive. Left-handers have had it. A very good outing here at Mirpur. The third player so far to do so, Shakib Al Hasan, Tamim Iqbal as well in that list, and Mushfiqur Rahim.
Oh, that's an excellent bouncer. That has rushed Shakib. We'll have to have a look at that one again. 44 for 2. It's been a lively start to this second ODI. Both the openers are gone, Animal and Litton Das. Shantor's looking good now after a scratchy start. And the starman Shakib has just been rattled by a sharp Mohammad Siraj bouncer. It's actually glanced him on the helmet by the looks of things. Just on the side, the soft cover, and then gone to second slip. With a slight delay as he was checked, as is the custom now. It's got to be a well-directed bouncer to hit a batsman of Shakib's quality. We have seen, actually, both in this game and in the last game, that the short ball has been very effective for the fast bowlers. You get it right into the first power play. So now the field can spread, which it does. Sweeper out on the offside for Shantor.
Litton Das winning the toss, wanting to put runs on the board. Started with Anamul Haq as his opening partner. Cracking cover drive, very much a typical Litton Das trademark stroke. Litton Das, the other end, saw Anamul Haq get one sharp delivery from Siraj. Shantor comes in at number 3 today, but he sees his captain castled at the other end. A second wicket for Mohammad Siraj.
Excellent delivery from Thakur. Was there anything on it? Yeah, Rahul, who's captain at the moment, says no. So this won't be sent upstairs. Just a query from Thakur.
Bending his back, getting the ball to get that extra bit of purchase from the surface. Shardul Thakur, we know that he's a great exponent of swing bowling. When he hits a nice rhythm like this, he can be dangerous.
Full even to no damage now that you've got that offside sweeper. That previous delivery, though, shows that there is still a bit of help out there for the seamers. I wonder, with the raw pace of Umran Malik, it's going to be unleashed on this Bangladeshi side. Coming today as a replacement for Kuldeep Sen. It was a back issue.
seam bowlers for India have bowled well. They're playing with 4 genuine seamers. And the first 3 who've been unleashed so far have been bowling in much better areas. Not that they did bowl in the first ODI, but here again, the way that a little spread that we see is just to have a change of angle to either a left-hander or the right-hander. And they've been rewarded too, especially Siraj.
Well, that's a wide. Definitely a wide. He'll have to bowl that one again. Generally, though, it's been a fairly tight start by the Indian seamers. Haven't seen too much width on offer. They want to keep this pressure on that's been built up, first of all, by Chahar and Siraj. Now Shardul. Well, it's uppish over the top. We didn't worry about keeping that down. Shakib just made sure he hit the gap in between backward point and cover.
Shardul didn't look too displeased with Shakib trying to play the ball over cover region. He felt that he created a false shot from Shakib.
Another tight over despite the wide. 3 from it, 47 for 2. Three right-arm seamers used so far. Deepak Chahar found a lot of swing and past the outside edge regularly. Siraj has got both wickets. It's been expensive. Shardul's been economical. And now look what we have. Raw pace. Straight away, zeroing in on those stumps. So much excitement generated whenever Umran Malik is in the 11, Anju.
Yeah, because he's come in with such a sort of a bounce that he expected the ball to have. That'll hurt. That'll really hurt.
What's going to be the follow-up? Going to go full. Another short one, perhaps. He goes short. This time Shakib gets under it, but it was less than convincing. 92 mile an hour.
Yeah, he's been given the license to bowl quick. The good thing is that he's well directing it, Umran Malik. Slightly shorter in length than the previous one. So Shakib had enough time to allow the ball to get to the keeper. The previous one was slightly further pitched up than this ball from Umran Malik.
Great start this by Umran Malik, already above 90 mile an hour. Let's just have a look at that half caught behind appeal the previous over when in between bat and pad. Tucker to Shanto. Anything on ultra edge? No, nothing. You can still see a gap between the ball and the bat. Sensible decision not to review. Shakib is rattled by the pace here. You can see he's backing away a little bit, showing his stumps.
And both the bowler and the captain behind the stumps would be watching this. That's actually what you want from your fast bowler, to create that doubt in the batter's mind. And if he can create that kind of a doubt in a dominant player like Shakib Al Hasan, in his mind, definitely there's a contest brewing.
Oh, that's a hard blow to the helmet, I think. Yeah, better check on Shakib. I think they'll have to get the physio on here. But that is a very impressive fast over by Umran Malik. Maiden, 47 for 2. Mohammad Siraj has taken both wickets to fall for India. Took out both Bangladeshi openers. We've now got 2 left-handers at the crease. And one of them, the vastly experienced Shakib, is involved in a really interesting battle here with the extreme pace of Umran Malik, who's hit him twice in the first over, including that last ball. Could have been a sickening blow, that. Thank God for helmets. That has hit him hard on the side of the head. Really interesting to see how he responds to that. Definitely needs to take a bit of time here. Physio's come on, had a quick look at him, made sure he's okay.
And plus the concussion test as well, that a batter needs to go through. Change his helmet as well if it's damaged. The last blow, certainly I believe the physio would have asked him. Very uncomfortable. It's good that he's on the non-striker end at the moment. He can have his time to reassess his game plan. What is it that he'll be getting from the Indian seamers?
And at the other end, Ronaldo just trots in and serves up a 71-mile-an-hour half volley, which isn't dispatched. I think he was trying something a little bit different there. But if he can keep the pressure on here, another tight over from him. He's had an excellent start. 3.1 overs, none for 5. Make sure Shakib's on strike when Umran Malik runs in.
So it's actually both the batters at this point of time are very much there trying to protect themselves. I mentioned earlier on, Shanto's not had a great ODI last 5 or 6 outings. He struggled against West Indies, had a 38, the maximum score against Zimbabwe. Preceding that was 2 dots against Zimbabwe and India. Sorry, not score. And here he's getting troubled outside the off stump. The first ball duck in the first ODI. So as a batter, when you come out in the second one, it just plays on your mind. You know that's not been your strength, and you know that the opposition knows that it's your weakness. Whether you like it or not, they remind you. And when you've not had a greatest of start, just 16 of 31, that's how it has been for Nazmul Shanto. Take nothing away, he's a quality player. Saw that in the recent T20 World Cup as well.
Yeah, he was the top run scorer for Bangladesh in that T20 World Cup. But So far in 14 games in ODI cricket, his top score is just 38. He's a better player than that. That game against Zimbabwe, as you mentioned there, just 3 innings ago. So he's under a bit of pressure. Comes a point where you've got to deliver, however promising you are, just to keep the critics away and keep your place in the side. Remember, Tamim, of course, will come back into the side at some point, so make sure you're undroppable when he does come back. Short cut for 4. Controlled, that was by Shanto. Class shot.
They're going round the wicket, Shardul Thakur. And possibly was wanting to get the ball to come into the left-hander. Standing too far out of his crease. This is easy picking for Shanto. He'll feel relieved. He's got one right in the middle of the bat. And Shardul decides to go back over the wicket.
Single off the last ball, so Shakib will not be facing Imran Malik's first delivery. 52 for 2.